I'm gonna show you how to generate unlimited AI prompts with Midjourney for your print-on-demand business. One of the biggest questions I get asked, can you use these for your print-on-demand business as far as like, Amazon merch, Redbubble, Etsy, Society6, Zazzle, TeePublic, any of those print-on-demand platforms, KDP, any of those print-on-demand platforms, you can use AI-generated designs, but it's your job to make sure it's not copying or taking from anyone else's artwork. You have to make sure they're one of a kind and stay up to date with certain rules, because certain AI image generators have certain rules, and certain online print-on-demand platforms like Amazon merch will have certain rules. So if they update something, right, they magically say no AI images are allowed on the platform, you cannot do it. So it's your job to understand that and make sure that you stay up to date with the current rules on each platform. Now, with that being said, all I ask is you give this video a thumbs up.
All right, so I'm over here in Claude.ai. So what I came in here is help me write 5 different prompt ideas for Midjourney. The theme is a Halloween t-shirt design. And then it repped out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ideas. And I went ahead and plugged them into Midjourney, and this was the first one that it created. All right, this is freaking clean, right? Look how amazing this is. Like each design, the hands they look pretty decent. Everything looks decent. I know there's sometimes where the hands seem a little off, but it just, it's clean. Each one of these are clean. This one looks like it has quite a few fingers on it. This one that looks a little better, right? Looks normal. This one looks a little weird right there. But for the most part, this is dope. So the first prompt was a cartoonish Grim Reaper wearing a pumpkin head. So it did as best as possible, kind of make it with the pumpkin head. It did pretty good, actually, right? Look at this. Even with this one right here, even it did a skull, it gets the idea, right? And it's creating like different ideas for, which is really cool. Holding a scythe, and I put right here at the end, t-shirt design, bold lines, white background. And now I'm just messing around with this, kind of just mixing up a bit here and there. We're going to see as we go down to the different prompts, you see how I mix it up to switch out like t-shirt design with sticker. But look at that. And keep in mind too, I can upscale any of these and turn them into different variations. But I'm just I want to see like what it's producing for us. A witch flying on a broomstick over a moon with bats flying around. And I put sticker, bold lines, black background instead of white background. It still created it created a white background for this one, but look how clean this is. Now with the broomstick, it's not showing too much of the broomstick in there, right? Looks like she's like sitting on a tree, and the moon in the background. This one's pretty sick. The leaves, this one's pretty clean too. They're actually all pretty clean, right? A ghost saying boo popping out of a jack-o'-lantern with vampire fangs. And I put t-shirt design, bold lines, black background. And that part where it says saying boo, like this one right here, it's pretty good. I like it a lot. I think this is pretty clean. Each one, look, it almost did it. It almost did it, right? I just wanted to see if it would say boo, but it's obviously not saying it. It's did a pretty good job with this. You know what? Just looking at this too, just coming up with different ideas. I feel like, dressing up a jack-o'-lantern as a ghost too would be a good idea. This one right here is pretty clean. This one right here, I love the detail work with the teeth, showing the teeth. It looks really interesting. These would be pretty cool, and definitely on t-shirts. And this reminds me of like the angry orange for some reason. This one's clean. This one, they're all clean, right? Just different ideas that it's coming up with. The next one was a black cat with glowing green eyes sitting on a fence under a full moon. And I did sticker, bold lines, white background. All right. So kind of get the idea, sitting on a fence, sitting on like a wooden fence, right? Has that the glowing green eyes. This is pretty clean with the full moon. Look at, what I mean? Look at that. This kind of shows a little bit more detail in the back. This one does too. This one's pretty cool. This one kind of looks like it's more brightness on the top than sharing the moon, but it kind of has the cloud effects on there. This one's, but this one and this one, these two right here, a little bit more detailed. This one's really nice, right? Depending the theme that you're trying to go with, but both of these are pretty clean. And even if you like any of these ones, right, you can obviously, take out the backgrounds and do your own thing with them. All right, now let's go down a little bit. A silly monster with bolts in its neck, wearing a top hat, holding candy cane. And I put t-shirt design, bold lines, black background. And this is pretty clean. So holding candy cane, right? I guess some of them would work. I don't know, like candy cane to me, but I think it's still Like, you know, you get the concept, you get the idea. Like, these are freaking, look at that. It's just amazing, right? And I'm not going to stop there, because you know what we're going to do? Like, these are some really good inspiration, some really good images, right, that Midjourney's created for Halloween. I think now you can even do a little bit like a little step further, where so you can put, hey, create me, and you can ask the AI, create me 5 more ideas. And I feel like saying, please create me 5 more ideas. Hit enter. And you're seeing right here too, as you're looking at this, with the words Happy Halloween in a spooky font. So I'm leaving this basically out, and I'm just grabbing this part of it right here, because you would have to most likely do this by yourself, because they can't generate, you know, obviously a full design. But if you get the concept right, you can literally come in here and ask it even more questions, because look at the words Happy Halloween in a creepy dripping font. It's giving you ideas on how to do it right. So basically it's doing all the heavy lifting, and then you're leveraging Midjourney, and then you kind of like getting the ideas, like what, and then you just go on even more. What kind of fonts would work good for Halloween? What kind of fonts would work good for Halloween? So what kind of fonts? What are the, let's see, what are the best fonts for Halloween? What are the best fonts for Halloween? Let me go ahead and capitalize that, and boom. But as it's populating that, so let's grab this right here. It says a skull wearing a witch's hat with spiders crawling on it, and the words. So let's grab that. Let's grab that one. Come over here to Midjourney as it's creating that. We'll be right back right there, right? Go ahead and get that prompt going. Let's do t-shirt design. Well, let's do sticker for this one. Sticker. We're going to go ahead and do bold lines. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and do, let's say, black background. Let's do another black background, because it looks better. Background, boom, and then we're gonna go ahead and hit enter, and that's gonna go ahead and populate for us. And we're gonna come over here and check out and see what's going on over here with the fonts that it gives us. Here are some font suggestions for Halloween t-shirt designs. Dripping blood fonts. Gory. It's giving us a lot of good information here. Gory, bloody font that looks like it's dripping and splattering blood works well for horror, scary designs. Like, this is cool, right? This is really amazing right here, because it's just like you're thinking about it, like, what else can you do? Like, it's giving you more Fang Town font made of fangs and teeth, perfect for vampire werewolf themed designs. It's like giving you like all the info, like you normally, like, you know, you would, you know, search this and just try to come up with different ideas, maybe using Pinterest or something like that. But now you have the technology of AI to actually help you with these type of fonts, right? And then you can just go into more detail of, like, you know, let's say if you want to come over here to defont.com, right? And let's say that let's say that a dripping blood font, let's say, like, if this is an actual font, if you want to come over here and search it, let's see if anything pops up. No. Let's say like what would be like a Halloween font? There we go. So just type it in Halloween, just getting the idea, and just coming in here and just seeing like, you know what I mean? Look at different fonts over here in the font, like you're just coming up with different fonts. It's like populating different fonts for you over here. This would be kind of just get inspiration and see like what type of fonts you can possibly use for Halloween, right? Kind of giving you some inspiration, which is really cool. Just typed in Halloween, like this you can do, like horror. Here we go. There we go. Kind of see where I clicked on that subcategory. 100% free. Just giving you different ideas. And you can kind of just leverage this to see, like, you know, what type of fonts that you can possibly use over here, and use, like, just type in different keywords, because there's thousands and thousands and thousands of different fonts, right? And let's say if I just typed in like a tombstone, we'll send, yeah, there you go. Stick tombstones popping up, right? So like use leveraging AI to help you come up with different, you know, types of fonts. You can possibly do that, but, you know, even come up with different design ideas and helping you use it, you know, leveraging it with Midjourney is very, very powerful too. And let's come over here and see what this created. Let's grab one more. Says a mummy wrapped in a bandage emerging from a tombstone. So we're just gonna grab it from there, but then it says rest in pieces and dripping letters. Look at that. Look how cool that is right there, right? Go ahead and hit comma right there. Then we'll go t-shirt design, bold lines, and then we'll do white background. That black looks nice with the Halloween theme though, for sure. But, you know, just mixing it up, kind of come over with different ideas. But girl wearing a witch's hat with spiders crawling on it. You know, I like the theme of the skull and what they're doing here. And look at they've got mushroom theme. You know, like this is more of like obviously like the witch's hat here. This one's more of a witch's hat here. This almost looks like a that's also just like clean though. It's a mushroom cap with the skull. That is clean. Maybe not like a Halloween theme, but like, you know, just by us doing different types of, you know, just different types of prompts, we're coming up with different ideas that look dope. That's dope. All right, this one I'm not sure what's going on right here. Almost looks like a cone head kind of idea, but like this one and this one's clean, and this one for sure. And then, all right, so I populated the other one. Mummy wrapped in bandages, emerging from a tombstone t-shirt design. I get the idea. It's more like a tombstone kind of. That's clean. Maybe didn't get the prompt that we're looking for, but it definitely did. It definitely looks awesome. This is crazy looking. Now, any of these, like I said, you can upscale any of these or even just do different variations, right? Come over here. Let's see this one. Let's do one more. Let's do one. That's come back over here to Midjourney. Boom. Let's do. What did you do last time? Let's do sticker. Bold lines. Black background. And it's going and populating for us. Yeah, so a werewolf howling at a full moon with flying bats. Now, this one's clean. This one's clean. I almost feel like this is like a mixture of a bat and a werewolf, which is pretty cool, right? This one's pretty cool. I'm not sure with these little paws right here. I'm not sure, they look more like fingers, but this one's cool. This one's cool. This one's cool. This one's cool, but I think needs a little bit more editing, but this is this is pretty cool, right? And see how it populates. Power of AI, which is really, really amazing. Now, also too, you can even upscale these, so you can even upscale them even more than what they are. And so let's say you wanted to, basically, you like one of these, you want to upscale it. So let's say we're going to upscale the first one, right? And it's upscaling the image for us. Already upscaled it right there. All right. And then we can download it, save image, bam. Now the image is a 1024 by 1024. Now let's say you want to upscale it to like 2x that, right? Let me show you what tool you can use to help you 2x that. Now we're over here in pixelcut.ai. I'm gonna go ahead and click over here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and drop that photo, right? Boom. Go ahead and upscale it. And let's say we want to upscale it, right? 4x or whatever it is that we want to upscale it to, right? Do like a 4x, and you can compare them. You may not see that much of a difference on it because one's bigger, one's smaller, but if you look at it, let me try to, because it's pretty detailed, but if you look real closely, you can see that it's more enhanced and the detail is definitely there. But you know, it's a good image already, right? But we're just upscaling and making it bigger. So as you do that, then you can come over here and so you can download it into a PNG format, right? And you can see the size difference. You can see the size difference. If you want to do 2x, 1x, hit download. And then as we hit download, oh, we had it 2 times. Whoopsie. You can see it's 8,192 by 8,192. And obviously it's a bigger file now. The first one right here, this one's 4,000, right? 4,096 by 4,096. And the original one is 1,024 by 1,024. So, you know, certain platforms require certain images to be a certain size, right? And you can go ahead and that's the way you would upscale it for free.
And if you want to learn how AI can help you generate unlimited niche ideas, watch this video right here. And thank you very much for watching.